It's 30 degrees outside, man. We still get into it, though. You got to show up every day. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up every day. But nah, let's get into it, though. I know a lot of drivers, they ask how to become an Amazon DSP. I'm going to tell you right now how to become a DSP. But before you do this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, join the community. Give me your feedback. How to become an Amazon DSP. Let's get into it. First of all, what is a DSP? An Amazon DSP, think of it as a delivery service provider. You're providing a service to Amazon and they're compensating it from you. So that's what a DSP is, delivery service provider. Think of it as your franchise. So if you went into McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, whatever that is, it's a franchise type business model. So that's what Amazon DSP is. You're a franchisee of Amazon, delivering packages, providing service under your own company, though. You're under Amazon's umbrella, but you're your own entity, if that makes sense. So you want to be your own entity. This is a good business structure. So whatever your LLC, you're going to go up under Amazon. You're going to be their delivery service provider. So that means you're in charge of things like hiring staff, managing payroll, managing health insurance, buying uniforms for the team. You're with Amazon, you get the uniforms that look like you're Amazon, but you're not Amazon. You're just under the umbrella. They're your business partner, so you're doing business with them, which is a good relationship. So yeah, you keep you a good relationship, become an Amazon DSP provider, and to provide service. I mean, you do the business. Don't overcomplicate things. People want to overcomplicate business and make it sound so complex, but it's only a few type of business. Either you're a service provider or you're selling a product. But this DSP, you're providing a service. Service-based business, or it's a lot of service-based business in the world. Let's think, any kind of software, digital software products, that's service-based. Copywriter service, you provide service. Restaurant service and products. There's a lot of different customer service, call centers. It's all kind of things out there. But this is a service provider, delivery service provider. So that's what you're doing. You provide service to Amazon, delivering packages, servicing customers. That's what it is. And you can log on at logistics.amazon.com, apply. I tell everybody, pick the city where nobody wants to go. Pick the ugly place. And that's where you go post up, do work, get away from your normal environment to start a business. Getting away from environments that I was comfortable in to go get uncomfortable in has always suited me best. That's why I've took so many moves. Went to college in Nashville, played in the NFL in Cleveland and Jacksonville, had my first job in Virginia. From Virginia, I went to Houston. From Houston, I went to Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, I went to Atlanta. From Atlanta, I went to start my business in Buffalo, New York. So make sure you pushing yourself, challenges yourself, getting out of your comfort zone. It is what it is. Ain't no such thing as failure. It is what it is. So just keep going. But yeah, that's what a DSP, a delivery service provider is. That's what it is. So, make sure when you get into entrepreneurship, I'm not saying you got to do this, but whatever you do, you either want to sell a product or you want to provide a service. And that's how you going to eat for a long time out here. Good marketing, good branding, put all that together with it. They trying to race. They can't got me, though. They can't spin like me, I promise you. But that's for real. But is Amazon DSP training paid? Do you get paid for training? But before I tell you the answer, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, join the community. We swerve. Let's get it. But yeah, is Amazon DSP training paid? Yes. Amazon DSP training is either 2 to 3 days, depending on which location you're in. And yes, you get paid, compensated 8-hour days, or however long you in training for. Yes, you get paid. Don't ever do a job where you don't get paid training. That doesn't even make sense. Showing up for free. I mean, I get it in real life, yeah. Sometimes I done did some unpaid stuff, but for Amazon, you getting paid to be an Amazon DSP driver. Don't let nobody not pay you for training to be a driver. Yeah, you get paid at, I think the base minimum rate, I think it's $19 an hour, $19.75, something like that. You get paid for every hour of training. 2 or 3 days of intensive hands-on training, driving vans, looking at packages, doing all this, seeing the process. So yes, you do get paid for training, for Amazon DSP training. You go to Amazon, get your uniform, do all that, pass your drug test. Yes, you get training. 3 days paid training. And then with my DSP, once you're done training, we train you with our people for 2 or 3 days also before you hit the road. Because we don't want to throw you out there untrained. You're going to quit. People who don't know what they're doing with this job, they get frustrated and overwhelmed when they don't get their training. But I'm telling you, it's not a hard job, but you do need to get trained before you get out there because you'll get frustrated. These boxes undefeated. This is what me and my boy Dre talk about all the time. These boxes gonna keep coming in and in. They don't stop. This freight don't stop. We all know America got a consumer problem, so everybody order no matter what. The economy can be messed up, they don't care. They ordering these goods and packages. So yes, we do have training, extra training at people first. Make sure you're getting trained. I'm seeing stories of some people saying they just showed up, got a job, and started driving the next day. I don't know how that worked. But yeah, all my DAs get trained up efficiently, proficiently, making it happen. I want to see everybody successful day one. They start their job. So yes, training is paid. You get paid for training. You get to learn. Then another 2-3 days extra training, ride-alongs, whatever you need. So yeah, make sure whatever DSP you signing up with, put you in training, not just throwing you to the wolves, not make sure you know what you're doing before you start a job. I don't want nobody to come on my job not knowing what they're doing. That's not going to benefit me. That's actually going to deter them and probably end up wasting money on trying to onboard an employee if I don't train them. That's just a waste of money because they probably going to quit or something real soon if they don't figure it out. So yeah, make sure you're getting paid for your training. And all DSP owners, make sure you're paying your guys for the training. It is what it is. Yeah, they might not finish or come through, but yeah, still pay the thing. Make sure you're paying your people. It is what it is. Business. Every boss took a loss with some training type stuff. So yeah, DSP training is paid by Amazon and companies. So a lot of people might not know about this about me, but I was a former college and NFL athlete. I've been playing football my whole life since 6th grade. My dad was a football coach. I was raised up in that type of world. So sports been a big part of my life, pretty much all my life. Yeah, but I played 6th grade, went to high school, pretty good in high school, all state. Probably still wasn't the best. We had players like Kevin Cooper and Jaquez McClendon, big Jock. Shout out Jock. He was Gatorade All-American, went to the NFL, Tennessee, University of Tennessee. So we was balling where I'm from. Me and my section, Rico, you know. So I know a lot of people who went to the NFL from where I'm from. And yeah, it was a cool experience. Even in college, I went to Tennessee State, played with a lot of NFL people. So football was a big part of my life, man. We used to eat, sleep, and breathe sports, football where I'm from, because, you know, in some areas, that's like your only way out. Sports is your only way out for some people, you know what I mean? And you know, you don't want people to think that, but sports and rapping, you hear people judging, but a way out is a way out. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to take advantage of whatever opportunity is going to put you in a better situation, long as it don't compromise your morals or your values. You know what I'm saying? So spent a lot of time from 6th grade to 22. I was playing football, so that's probably 12 years of my life, something like that. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? I spent a long period of time sacrificing a lot of things just to get good at football, which is just like life. I mean, you got to sacrifices and put your priorities where you want to put your priorities, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have that kind of stuff in order for whatever you're trying to do in business, work, sports. You got to be willing to sacrifice and go above, beyond, and put that time, and blood, sweat, and tears on getting it right. You got to put that compound interest in on anything you want to do in life. You got to make sure it's adding up, compounding. The more days you work out, the better the results will come over time. It's not this instant gratification process is delayed. You know, if you do this for 90 days straight, you know the outcome is going to be good. You just got to commit to it for 90 days, 30 days, 60 days straight to really change your habits and get in a routine and shift your mindset. So I don't know. I say that to say though, yeah, I was around football players. We was playing football for sure. I was around a lot of NFL talent in high school and college. I went to Tennessee State. We had Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He got drafted in like the first round, 15th, 16th pick, something like that in that area. Balling with him every day in practice, starting. He was starting. I was like, yeah, okay, this is what we doing. Tennessee State, Anthony Levine, Big Divins, Sean. We had so many talented players that were getting NFL opportunities or in the NFL. So seeing that in college was like, oh, I was balling with these guys. This is my dog. I might get a shot. Boom. Got a shot. Had a good season. Had a few good seasons in college. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rico balling, linebacker, playing a lot of positions. But the highlight tape it's on YouTube. Matter of fact, the highlight tape on YouTube somewhere up here. Look for it. But yeah, I got a chance to be an undrafted free agent. Went to Pro Day. Pro Day was crazy. It was cold. Out there running, working out for scouts. We had a lot of scouts come out. This was the lockout year too, when the lockout happened. But yeah, I was able to get undrafted free agent. Shout out to Emo. I remember I was in Emo house. We got the call. We was just looking at the depth chart. We was like, all right, we're going to Cleveland. So I went to Cleveland, went to camp. Boom, boom, boom. Went through camp. Boom. Got cut. Made it to the last, all that stuff. Jacksonville called me, picked me up. Rocking out with Jacksonville, practice squad, and just going. And boom, 4 days before Christmas, they cut me. So I went back home, worked out for like a summer. Agent wasn't really getting no action on the phone. So I was like, boom, all right, cool. I ain't going back to the NFL. I was working out with T Brown. We was at D1 in chat, getting it in. But yeah, once I seen like the thing, I think I might have did like a workout for Canada, but I was like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. So I got on my grind. My dad, I hit him up. I was like, man, I need a job. I'm gonna get up out of here. And that's when it happened. I shifted from the NFL to corporate America, trying to get me some money, trying to figure it out. Went to work for this company. This guy named Terry Philpott got me out of my situation, brought me up there, gave me like $5,000 signing bonus to like do this leadership development warehouse program. You understand me? So we was like in the warehouse, just like learning trucking, customer service, warehousing, managing people. Like it was a program in logistics showing you like the game of how to do this. So I was in that program for like, I don't know, like a year, graduated. It was just putting you in all kind of like different situations. Like every 3 months you will switch to a different function of the business. And I was just learning so fast. And Terry, he was like one of my early mentors in this working business and all this kind of stuff. He helped me tremendously for sure. But yeah, he taught me the game, how to work in corporate America and how to just be a leader no matter what your circumstances is. There's no excuses. Like he was just a good solid dude, leader. He taught me the game and he helped me. He showed me how to travel, corporate travel, and just handle myself as a businessman, you know? He taught me that. That car was crazy right there, but he taught me that, like the business acumen. I learned that from him. Always professional, never hot-headed or tempered, like just always cool, calm, and collected. Look at these cars. It's wild out here in this rain. We got 44 degrees outside. This rain, it's been raining 2 days in a row, man. Still got to get on that road and run it, you know what I mean? But yeah, Terry, great dude, man. Taught me a lot to this day. Talk to him once a year. We always hit each other up, man. But Terry really got me going in that corporate world. He was showing me how to move, giving me opportunities, showing me how to just attack and take advantage of the opportunities that you get. Really taught me a lot. Took a chance on me, taught me a lot. Then got me promoted to Texas. I moved to Baytown, Texas. working for the same company, but just took another operations manager position, something like that. And was working in Baytown, but I was living in Houston, so I drive 30 minutes every day in Houston, from back and forth from Baytown to Houston. And same thing, working with that company, but I kind of got burnt out. I was like, nah, it's time for me to move on. So I parted ways. Amazon called me, boom. They called me, they starting up a new logistics division where they were delivering their own packages in-house. So I'm like, you heard Amazon, you hear an Amazon buzzing, but then like, boom, they call you and you get on and pass the application and all the interviews and stuff. It's a rigorous process to get into Amazon if you think. They really make you think and answer questions a different type of way. That's why they're one of the top companies in it right now. I worked for them for about 5 years. So they came and got me in Houston, Texas, and they gave me it was either $15,000 or $20,000, something like that, like a $15,000 or $25,000 sign up on something like that. I was like, man, in corporate jobs, do you this? Don't remind me of the NFL type stuff. And they gave me 75 shares of stock back when Amazon, they busted the tire or something. I don't know what's going on. Back when Amazon shares were only like 500. Before I quit working Amazon, the shares, it went up to like $3,500 a share. That was like years ago though. But I don't even know, they probably split right now. I don't even know what the Amazon, I'll look at them a little. I think it's one something, but they split. But check that out. But yeah, I started up with Amazon in Houston, Texas, launching like the first delivery station in Houston, Texas Amazon, early when Amazon first started delivering its own packages. So I launched the first building in Houston, Texas. Me and the team, we was in Humble, Texas. I was living in the city, going to Humble. We was just starting up. But when we first started that job, there was no station in Houston. So we were traveling for like 9 months all over the country, Chicago, Dallas. I spent a lot of time traveling, working for Amazon, learning how to do the process at already up and going stations. So did that, launched that in Houston. Boom. They were shutting our operation down in Houston, so everybody in Houston had to find a new job. So boom, I'm looking. A popping available comes up in Vegas. So I took the job, went to Vegas, and went out there and lived. Man, I learned a lot in Vegas about life. You know what I mean? People go to Vegas to party and gamble and do all that, but living in Vegas is a whole different vibe than going out to Vegas for the weekend and partying. So Vegas really changed my life. That's when I kind of got things back in motion. Like got back on my grind, like reading books. Like I didn't go party. I wasn't partying. Like I was vegetarian, eating clean. Like if you ever been to Vegas, you know like summer days it's gonna be like 100 degrees easy 100 degrees. 117, like, so if you out there out of shit, like you can't even come outside to the daytime. You literally in the middle of the desert chilling. You know what I'm saying? So all that partying and all that extracurricular that ain't what they really doing out there if you really live there, you know. But went to Vegas, was working with Amazon, same thing, but a different type of operation. I was working with the Amazon Flex department where only cars was picking up packages and delivering it. So I'm in corporate America still working, you know what I mean? Still only making probably, this point, my first job was like $50,000. This second job I was making like $62,000 a year, which, I mean, it was a good salary because I know how to manage my money and stuff, but it wasn't like life-changing money. Like I was still like living in the rat race, like taking 14 vacation days a year, like not really doing what I'm owning my own time, if that makes sense. But I was getting smarter though, getting smarter in Vegas, and then I started back reading books. I just would be working out, listening to books. I had like a shift. You know, every few years in life you have a shift. They say like every 5, but I started shifting to like get my mind right, my knowledge back up, and changing my life situation. So I got on my grind, got on my knowledge grind, and just tried to get to it, you know what I'm saying? So getting to it, reading books, eating healthy, eating clean, just going about like a year and something straight, like on the good foot, you know what I mean? Did that, boom. Comes a time where I'm like, all right, Vegas, I had enough of it. I tried to buy a condo in Vegas. Where I was living was the Las Vegas Country Club. I used to live in there. It was lit. Nice community in Vegas. The rent was like $800. It was unbelievable. But Las Vegas Country Club, I tried to buy a condo in there. I'll never forget. I tried to buy this condo because I'm like, all right, I'm successful. I'm trying to step my life up and buy some assets and stuff. You know, you hear real estate. I'm like, I'm about to buy me my first piece of real estate. So boom. I go through all of, I'm approved and all that kind of stuff. So I'm working with a realtor and we putting our offer together. I'm like, I'm putting this down and we gonna do this. She hit me like a few days later, like, nah, somebody just bought this cash. Like, you need to put your little boy offer up. She didn't say it like that, but I'm like feeling like, dang. Somebody really just paid like cash. It was like $140,000 cash. You know, I'm just trying to put my 20% down, like $20,000 or something, like the minimum down payment. And to hear somebody like bought that cash, I'm like, it like changed my perspective. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm playing too small. Like, folks out here buying stuff cash when I'm out here trying to put the 20% down. I was like, I need to go to work, get my money up somehow. I didn't know how, but it just hit me that I need to get my act back together on the money. You know what I'm saying? So nothing really happened. I didn't get the apartment. I kept living out there a few more months. Then boom, I don't know, I got up, got the urge, just moved to Atlanta. Now, I just moved to Atlanta, like took another Amazon. All these times I'm using Amazon to corporate, like move. I was getting a moving package. They were picking my stuff up, moving me state. So if you got a corporate job, if you want to move to a new state, find the location and move to another state, apply for a job. It's usually a pretty easy process, and companies pay you and relocate you all on the company dime if you know what you're doing. So yeah, each one of these moves, I was getting moved with a corporate job. So Houston, Atlanta, Las Vegas. So boom, Amazon moved me to Atlanta, where I started working with the Amazon DSPs more hand in hand. I was working with other business owners who had their own Amazon DSP. And if you know me, you know I got a good network in Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta, I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, but I got a good network in Atlanta. And we were out there. So I had a lot of friends, people from college, just people I knew in Atlanta that were making moves. But I was just out there working for Amazon, chilling. You know, still wasn't really, my people was there, but I was chilling more in Atlanta. Like, you know, grew up, you kind of grew out of like all the being wild and hanging out all the time type stuff. But I still go out, don't get me wrong. To this day, I still go hang out. I live a balanced life. You gotta have balance, but like the everyday, like when I lived in Houston, I went out 7 days a week probably. Ask Lil Jeremy, shout out Lil Jeremy. I probably went outside, like had a job and went outside probably 7 days a week. So I understand people, you can't judge nobody for who going out and partying. That's a phase you have to go through and grow out of. Like, so I understand people who, I used to be lost in the cycle, stuck in the rat race. So I already know what people are going through out there, and you just got to grow out of that. But it comes in time. You can't preach. They only ready to wake up when they ready to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So don't fault nobody for that. Just move accordingly. But yeah, I was in Atlanta just grinding with Amazon, on my Amazon grind, living in the city, just moving smooth in Atlanta, just really chilling and taking care of the business. And I just was working but I was working with the DSPs, and everybody at work was just telling me like, Sidney, man, you need to start your own delivery company with Amazon, because it's a program when you work at Amazon, you can transfer over to the DSP program. So that's what I did. Eventually, it took me like a year or two to get convinced, and I'm looking at them, you know, you say self-doubt and judging yourself and like, am I really ready to jump out on my own? But yeah, I did that. Took that jump, worked with Amazon. They assigned me to Buffalo, New York. I couldn't stay in Atlanta, so I had to move. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. Went there, started it up, and been running three and a half years almost. In July, this coming July will be the 4th. But yeah, I've been going 3.5 years. Ups, downs, blood, sweat, and tears. Hey, just know I'm still here fighting every day. You got to kill what you eat every day. You got to come in out and earn it. So I'm outside in the elements earning it. And that's kind of my transition of how I went from NFL, corporate America to, you know what I'm saying? Owning my own business, out here grinding for it every day. You know what I mean? I'm on the road right now, making it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my journey. I took you on my journey, man. I'm letting you in, knowing what we're doing. All the people in the comments, y'all, salute y'all, man. I don't take none of this personal, man. I'm grateful for everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the feedback y'all giving me. But that's been my journey, running this company, and trying to be the best I can be, learning every day. I still feel like this business world is different. I'm telling you. Some days you think you got to figure it out, and then some days you like, I don't know what's going on. You understand me? That's how fast the world is moving. So stay in tune, stay in your lane, keep going, man. Just keep going it. Every day that you wake up and you're able to move and do what you need to do, hey, that's a blessing, and that's all you can take. So that's what we on that grind. That's my transition from the NFL to entrepreneurship. A little bit of my story is more videos on this page and this profile, letting you know what we got going on. Join the community, buy a course, like, subscribe. We out here every day, man. I'm not faking my life. We one of them entrepreneurs. I got to get it every day. I ain't comfortable yet. I still got to, you know what I'm saying? And get on that road for it. You know what I mean? We working. But yeah, it's good, man. I like this. Keep grinding. Keep believing in yourself. Don't let nobody outside opinions deter you from doing what you want to do. Don't let the outside voices get in your head and deter you from doing what you know you need to do and want to do. So just make sure you following your true inner guidance. You do know what's best for you. At the end of the day, you know what's best for you. Nobody has your vision. You got your own unique perspective on life. Embrace it. Distance yourself from people that don't love you or mean you no good or disrespect you. Distance yourself. I know it's hard. Believe me, I know. Yeah. It's hard. We all struggle with it, but it's what you got to do. You understand me? Save yourself, then come back and save everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Save yourself, then come back and save everybody else. It seems selfish, but you gotta be selfish to become selfless, if you understand what I'm talking about. But put yourself first, take care of the family, take care of your mind, your mindset, take care of your space, watch who you let in it, kill what you eat every day, take care of your health, work out, get in the gym, sweat every day, do something active every day. A minute, 20, 30 minute walk, that's it. 20, 30 minutes of push-ups, act something, do something physical.